Diego. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We are doing the Collector Circle. I'm here with Smirek.
What's up, guys?
Smirek is a longtime collector in the TCG game. He's got some bangers for us today. An absolute legend in the game right now for me. One of my friends growing up as well, you know?
Yes,
so
sir.
I know exactly. I can validate his work in the game. This man's been working hard in the game. Smirek, welcome to the channel, bro.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have you on.
Thank you.
These guys are lucky to be able to see the collection that you have. So
I'm honored to be able to share it. So.
Yeah. Where are you at in your TCG game right now?
Honestly, right now, it's just buying what I like. There's a few more cards that I'm looking out for maybe a long-term hold, but still the main goal is always to enjoy it, buy cards you like, and just have fun at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen you in the card shows. You're making a bunch of deals. You're putting a lot of money into these TCG games, you know. But I know you really do appreciate and understand the value of these cards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because we grew up from that generation who really understands.
Yeah.
What this and your personal collection, I think, is a great reflection of who you are. So
thank you. Yeah.
Let's get into some of the cards that you do have here, and we'll get into like some of the ones that really mean a lot to you.
Yeah, sounds good.
We are going to. I mean, this is a lot of stuff we have here, right? We gotta talk
quite
about,
a bit.
We gotta talk about a lot. We're gonna break it down into different sets. So I see you have Pokemon. We have One Piece, and then we have Yu-Gi-Oh.
A little sprinkle of Dragon Ball too. You know? Not much, but a sprinkle.
And talk about what got you into your collecting. You know, where you are right now.
Yeah, for sure. I've been collecting for, let's say, maybe it's 3-4 years. Did start with Pokemon. There's obviously a big hype nowadays with Pokemon. But for me, it was always the Pokemon games. Those are what I've been playing since I was a kid. I still remember getting my Game Boy from the mall with my dad, going to Toys R Us, picking up Pokemon Leaf Green. And like I still own that game to this day, and like honestly, that has been probably the start of what started this collecting journey and like the interest in Pokemon and cards in general.
Yeah, so I see you. Let's hold up some of your favorite Pokemon right now. So
All right,
let's pick up a card and talk about it.
Okay, I mean, famous, infamous, whatever you want to call it, Moonbreon. I think this card isn't worth what it costs personally. But I have owned it for a few years, so I didn't pay what it costs currently. But it is kind of my philosophy when it comes to collecting. At the end of the day, these cards are important visually for me and aesthetically, and what the actual art is on the card is what's going to decide if I want to pick it up or not. And honestly, at the end of the day, the value of it doesn't really matter.
So, very impressive Pokemon collection, I must say. I see that you also are into other TCGs here.
Yes, sir.
Let's start with One Piece. How did you get into like One Piece collecting?
Yeah. So actually, I was a big One Piece hater. Some might say one of the biggest haters for a few years. Diehard Naruto fan, and I always said I would never watch One Piece because One Piece is too long. Well, I have come to the light. I have seen the mistakes that I've made, and about a year and a half ago, I caught up to the anime fully, and it is truly peak and truly one of the greatest fictional stories ever told. And ever since then, I decided, you know what, these cards are pretty nice too, so decided to start picking them up.
All right, let's show some of these cards. What do you got?
Some few little cards here, you know.
Bang. Off rip, bro. Alright. Good.
Listen, this is a card that I've very high hopes for. I think it truly will be one of the most valuable cards long term. And I just have extreme belief in the cards. And I only think One Piece is getting bigger. And it just only made sense to pick this one up.
Yeah, this is like it's a grail, honestly.
Yes, sir.
That's the Monkey D. Luffy, Ichiro Oda, guys. The Oda. So, do you know about the Oda, like how many, like the pop number?
Pop, I believe is around 1,500. that's if I'm not mistaken.
Low, and
Slow.
only like a certain amount of people like have the card. You know.
Yeah.
It's a very sought after card.
It's also one of the few that was drawn by Oda, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Exactly. He had his
so.
actual, hands on this.
Yes, sir. Well,
hands on this card.
listen, maybe on this one, I don't know though.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
He had his Oda touched that card.
Yes, sir.
That enough is like some craziness to
absolutely
to actually own it, right?
And
what else you got here? I see you have some like promo cards.
Yes,
well.
sir.
Yeah.
So these are actually picked these up one this morning and one last night. Two bangers that I think so as well. I think both extreme value. Personally, I think this silver Luffy. Not sure who's aware, but there's also a gold Luffy. I think this silver for one looks better, and I also believe that long term this card is going to be valued a lot more. I think it looks the colors of it is more, I guess, maybe realistic, or what the actual Gear 5 form looks like. So I think that'll be that's the reason why this card will be worth more long term. And this card, just because, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the lowest gem rates for One Piece cards. It isn't a serial card, but it's in a similar style, as well as it came in a promo pack that wasn't given out a lot of. So likewise, I think this guy, super sleeper pick.
Hold
and
two up again. Just like that.
Super sleeper picks, both of them. They are getting pricey, but I do think that looking back 10 years in the future, people will regret not picking them up at these prices that they are today.
And all right, this one, I see. Okay, you have a really, really cool Yu-Gi-Oh collection. I really hope people will appreciate what he has here, just because, like, I don't know, like Yu-Gi-Oh is a controversial TCG amongst the two. People have their opinions. You either love it or you hate it. I personally love it because I'm like you, who grew up with the nostalgia factor.
Absolutely.
So, let's see what you got.
So this isn't a slab, but I will say I think in my collection, this is, if I had to, let's say, take one thing out of a Burning Fire, this is what I'd grab. This is the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! They released a Kaiba briefcase, and inside of this briefcase was these 3 cards. These cards were never printed in this rarity, haven't been printed in this rarity ever since, if I'm not mistaken. And then I did have the pleasure of meeting Kaiba's voice actor, Eric, and having him sign us at Collecticon last year. So that, to me, some might say it's worth more, it's worth less. To me, it makes it priceless, just because I grew up watching the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime as well. And Kaiba was always my favorite character. And
yeah, that was okay.
Now, here we got 2 OGs.
Yeah. Talk about what these mean to you, man.
These, I mean, even if you're not a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh!, you'll know who these are. Probably some of the most iconic cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! Not first edition, unfortunately, but that does not lower the value to me that they both have. Both monsters used by Yugi in the anime. Both iconic monsters.
Well, and from the starter deck Yugi set as well.
These are just, they're unmatchable. There's no other cards that look like them, and they're instantly recognizable.
Now, I want to know from your side of it, like, what kind of research goes into picking up a card for you?
So it's funny you say that. I've actually almost never researched when buying a card. It's not till recently with a few of these bigger One Piece cards that I've considered them more as an investment. I think long term they're going to be worth a lot more. But before them, I was honestly buying everything with the pure enjoyment of collecting. I never bought them because they're going to go up. I never bought them because I thought they were valuable. To me, once they entered my collection, they might as well have been worth $1 because I just wanted to collect them at the end of the day.
So these cards these cards are not about value for you in terms of money.
No.
They're more from and the first thing about this is that it's a hobby, guys.
Absolutely.
You gotta enjoy what you're doing, okay? And it's always not about money. So for people people, I know, people get criticism on like what cards they like and all that. Like I think it's amazing that you believe in these cards so much, you know, and it's more to you than just money.
I actually want to share something because
You're like what you're what the hobby needs, bro.
yes, yes. Like I always say, this card. I don't know if my friend Matt Squared Pants on Instagram. Him and me both appreciate the hobby for the hobby, and I always say this chat out card right here to me is one of my favorite cards all time. It's not worth a lot, but I think it's one of the coolest artworks there is. If you're familiar, chat out, his head is a music note, and if you look at the artwork, it actually looks like a composition of music, and it's music notes on clotheslines. And like when I saw this card, I probably own this like for 3-4 years now. Like I instantly was like, I want that card. And like I said, it's not worth a lot, but to me it's priceless because, like I said, these cards, doesn't matter what they would cost when I buy them. Once they're in my collection, they're my collection. I purely collect for the enjoyment of collecting and cards that I enjoy. Whether that's from the artwork, or if it's a Pokemon I enjoy, or a character, or a monster from Yu-Gi-Oh! It is purely for the enjoyment of the cards.
Yeah. Now, what are your future collections in terms, or like, what are your future like plans with this collection? Like, are you looking to expand into other slabs? Like, are you looking anything on your radar right now that you're looking at?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of, I might contradict myself because I said I don't look at investments as much, but recently, just seeing with how One Piece is going, value does matter at the end of the day. You know, we do work for this, and maybe it's not as much as making value, but at least retaining the value that it has. But I really have been enjoying One Piece promos, any of the event cards, anything that's kind of low population. I think for one makes it more unique to your collection because you know nobody has one. But it also just makes it cool because like there's been so many times I'm at a show and I see a card and I'm like, whoa, what is this card? And it has like a stamp on it. I'm like, I didn't even know this card exists, and it's $15. And I think that's so cool that you could do that with some of these cards. We're gonna show some B-roll later, but I did actually trade away a lot of my slab cards of lower value just because there's already a lot now, but there was even more to collect them in raw form. But yeah, anything like that is what I'm looking at right now. Anything more low population, anything like that.
The promo ones that you pick out.
Yeah, so
just like as a viewer.
yeah.
People look at that and that's
Yeah.
an iconic one, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good pickup. I'm not gonna lie. Pick it up. A little bit. Right there. So this is the Luffy wanted poster, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. 2024 One Piece OP09.
Yes.
Which is like the big thing. Too.
I mean, if you're familiar with the anime, like
A lot of people will know this card just because of like why, like, you know, it's an iconic part of One Piece, you know.
It is. I mean, when he played Gear 5 and then it came out with his new wanted poster, like that was the picture, right? And I think that's gonna be. There's a reason why I have this wanted poster and no other ones, because I do think like of all the posters, this one's gonna be the most iconic.
I think something that
in the future
cool is if a collector were to like sequential the wanted posters.
Oh man,
That
you
would
know,
be crazy, no?
I actually dislike the sequential collecting personally.
Really?
Like maybe it's not that I dislike it, but like I don't like when vendors charge a premium for that because like.
Oh yeah.
Like I think, if you
like,
want to collect it for yourself and you want them sequential, sure.
And finding them in the wild, like.
Okay, then that makes it way more cool. But when I see like, oh, I'm selling 5 cards sequential, and I'm just like, listen, I've never looked at the number of a slab and been like, hey, I want that number. You know?
I'll say this, bro. You can't hate the player. It's the game.
Yeah.
It's just the game.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, it is. And
we're all playing the game.
Listen,
know?
I still am gonna be a diehard sequential hater. So,
it's all good,
but
brother.
no hate to anyone who does it. It ain't for me though.
Oh, how do you organize these like slabs? Like, do you like showcase it in your house and like a specific
Yeah. So there is a I think it's called Vaulted is the company. They actually sell a bunch of like wall mounts. So yeah, most of these cards are mounted in my house, so I can actually look at them and appreciate them. When I have guests over, there are some people that are familiar with cards and are like, "That's super cool." And even the people that aren't, when I explain to them, "Oh yeah, these are graded cards. They are in perfect condition. They have a special meaning to me. Each one has some kind of story behind it. I think that's really cool to be able to share and show that off. There's a lot of collectors that I've heard that they get their slabs, they put them in a briefcase, and that briefcase goes in a corner and they never look at them. And I never understood that. It's a reason to why I sold my excess slabs, because I was just buying them and putting them in a briefcase, and that's just like, what's the point at that point? Like, I want to see these cards. Like, when I go into my office and I see these cards, it just puts a smile on my face because they mean something to me at the end of the day.
All right, Smirek, thank you for coming on the channel. I really do appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Showing everybody your amazing collection. Learning more about you is a pleasure, and learning about your TCG journey. I think you and a bunch of us who are watching really are living in that same world, and I feel like a bunch of people are going to be tuning in and seeing what the TCG game is about. Get a little insider scoop on what we're doing.
I think the TCG game is the future. Some may think this is not true, but this is a real valuable asset that you can hold in your hand. Even though I do say this is for the enjoyment of it, and I do think having fun and collecting what you like is the most important thing.
Right.
At the end of the day, it is a valuable asset that, listen, they go up in value.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves. Some of these are very expensive. But yeah, being able to share it, show people what I have. Hopefully a lot of people enjoy it, can see why I've collected some of these things or what they mean to me. But yeah, the most important thing is just to really enjoy it and have fun when you do it.
Well, I think it's safe to say that you are definitely deserving to be in the collector circle.
Thank you. Honored to be the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's gonna be many more collections. So
stay tuned for future videos of this collector circle series. We have a bunch of bangers, especially in the One Piece world, for those who are interested in the One Piece TCG. And those videos are gonna be heat. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Comment down below any suggestions that you have for us for this Collector Circle series or any other videos that you want to see. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace out, guys.